So, hello friends and welcome back to No One Has to Die, where, well, everyone so far has died. So I think they need a new title for this game. uh, we have a visitor right now, look, the kitty. Hi kitty. Hi kitty. He hangs out behind me while I play, making sure I don't go overboard with stuff. So, this time we're going for the storyline where we save Troy. So we're skipping all of the text. If you want to hear me read it, you can go back to the first episode. So skipping all that. And last time we locked for Steve, now we're locking for Troy. And up and there, and forward, and off, and onwards. There we go. This time we have saved Troy. Let's hope he can give us some insight on everything. The fire has been contained. Casualties, Steve. Why? Why save me? My thoughts exactly. Why did you leave Steve to die? I could only save one of them, and Troy knew the security code. He's the reason I could save anyone. We need to know what else he knows. Ah, now we're thinking. I'm not going to do anything to save anyone from here on in. Tell me now, how did you know the security code? Visitor, check the bodies of those two security guards. This better not be a trick. Just do it. Fine. Well, that explains that. What did you find? One of the guards was holding a blue file with the security code Troy told us before written in it. They were? A blue file? Those contain the security codes. Each one allows you to lock another fire door. So why don't they have them gathered in the security room? Oh, anyway. I found the code when I killed them. I thought I'd give you a fighting chance, so I told you the code. You're welcome. Why did you do this? Instead of asking all these questions, why don't you look for a way out? The main room's completely blocked by rubble, is why. There should be a staircase in a room near both of you. You're right. I'm heading up now. Fine, me too. So, while we're here, Lionel, could you tell me what the hell is that this company set up to do? Don't waste your breath. He's not going to tell you anything. Well, maybe you'd like to explain then. There's nothing to explain. That's a lie and you know it. You both work here. Shouldn't you know what the company does? You'd think. The company mostly buys and sells things in bulk. But there's something dark going on underneath all that. Like what? Beginning scanning. Floor B2. Candidates. Christina, Troy. Huh? Don't worry just yet. Then why would you say anything? Christina. That's a nice name. It's your mother's, correct? What? How could you know that? Answer me. Tell me right now. God damn it. Calculations complete. Fire on floor B2. One casualty unavoidable. Candidates. Christina and Troy. How could you know that? How could you know the code? How could you know one of us is going to die? I told you. I lit the fire. I'm behind all of this. I know everything. No, that answer's not good enough. Could we do this later? There is no later. Tell me now. I'm not telling anyone anything. Just let me die. Urgent. Blah, blah, blah. The chat system is locked. Okay. So, I can lock either door, which in return saves Lionel. And we're going to save Christina the first time. Goodbye, Troy. I'm very sorry. Another one. And off. And forward. Okay. And one more there. fire has been contained. Casualties, Troy. Well, I guess he finally got what he wanted. Good. The man was a maniac. He cost my company millions already. And he killed 4 people. It'll be 6 if you don't get out of there soon. Alright, I found the stairs. Me too. Beginning scan. Floor B1. I didn't mean to be so callous before. It's just, this will severely impact our operation. Don't you think that might have been the point? What do you mean by that? Troy probably wanted to stop Phoenix from doing whatever messed up things that you do here. I suppose that makes sense. No, impossible. Our business here is strictly confidential. Does that sound like a slip of the tongue to you, visitor? Calculations complete. Fire on floor B1. 2 casualties, unavoidable. Candidates: Christina and Lionel. 2 casualties, unavoidable. They're both dying again. So, neither of us is going to live? I'm afraid not. I guess that's fairest, isn't it? What? Well, why would we deserve to live when Steve and Troy had to die? Because Troy was a murderer. And what about Steve? Well, either way, goodbye. Goodbye. Well, he or she can be polite enough, but oh well. Goodbye. And the chat system is locked, and as you see, there's no one can press any buttons or anything, so everyone just has to die. Onwards. Another bad end. No. You must explore all possibilities to find the truth. Yes, I know. So, onwards. And skipping all this. And this time we are saving Troy. Sorry. And another one. And stop. And one more. There. The fire has been contained. Casualties: Christina. Not again. You don't sound so happy as someone who's lucky to be alive. Visitor, tell me, what would it take to get you to kill me? You can't ask someone something like that. You're mad. I've killed all these people. Of course I'm goddamn mad. Beginning scan. Floor B1. You're going to have to choose between saving me or Lionel soon. Promise me you'll save Lionel. But how do you know that? Doesn't matter. All that matters is I'm a monster and I don't deserve to live. It does matter. Of course it matters. I want to know too. Tell me why you did this. There's not enough time. Besides, you won't believe me. You never believe me until it's too late. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Calculations complete. Fire on floor B1. 1 casualty unavoidable. Candidates: Lionel, Troy. It doesn't matter. Just save Lionel. I must concur. Please spare me. Shut up. I want to know what's going on. If I give you answers, will you let me die? If you save me, I'll tell you things Troy doesn't know. I'll tell you what we really do here. Troy, tell me, then you can die. Okay, but I'll have to be quick. The truth is, I've been here before. What's that supposed to mean? The chat system has been locked. So if we want to find out, we have to save Troy. But I think we're gonna go with saving Lionel. Because he can tell us stuff about the company. And I want to know that first. There, and off, and there. I'm sorry, Troy. Next time, it's your turn. He did want to die, so... The fire's been contained. Casualties, Troy. Ah, excellent. You've made the right decision. I'm not so sure there was the right decision. Now, you made a promise. Very well. A deal's a deal. What do you want to know? Beginning scan. Ground floor. I want to know what Christina was talking about. What's going on in this company? Christina herself has no idea what we do here. She was right about one thing though. Here at Phoenix Corporation, we buy and sell large stocks of cheap products just to keep the books looking busy. It's a front. Our true interest here is time travel. Time travel? That is indeed what I said. And you expect me to believe that. I don't care what you believe. You asked for the truth, and here it is. Now, if you let me continue. We in fact have a fully functional time machine in this facility. But the time machine we have constructed doesn't quite work like the ones you might see in the movies. As in, it does nothing because time travel isn't real? No, if you're not going to listen, I don't see why you bothered saving me. No, our time travel doesn't affect physical objects. Well, that doesn't sound very useful. What can it do? No fire detected. It can carry a person's consciousness through time. Consciousness? Their thoughts, their personality, their likes and dislikes, their experiences and their memories. Our machine can carry those things through time. You know, I don't believe a word of this. It's your own loss. So, if I was to hop in this machine and go an hour into the future, what would actually happen? Your consciousness would leave your body, and effectively you would die. Die? At first. Then, after an hour, your consciousness would re-enter your body, and you would come back to life, not even realizing an hour had passed. That's impossible. We've done it successfully. People, birds, dogs, anything with a brain can travel in our machine. But what use is that sort of time travel? Your body would start to decompose if we went forward more than a few hours. That is true. We're still experimenting with methods of preserving the body that would allow the consciousness to later re-enter it. Currently, freezing seems promising. But this is not where our true interest lies. If a person travels forward through time, they can visit distant eras and the like, but they can still only live for the 80 years as their body dictates. But what if one was to travel backwards? You mean back to when they were younger? Exactly. They would retain their memories and experiences gained over time, but they would have a younger body. Unless they were in an accident and died instantly, they could live forever. Whoa. Yes, with our machine, no one has to die. That would be huge. But does it work? We believe so. What's that supposed to mean? Our test traveling forward has gone exactly to plan. However, in our tests, things didn't go quite so well going backwards. What happened? Our human test subject entered the machine. We activated it, her consciousness left her body, and unfortunately, it never came back. She died. That's terrible. What went wrong? We have dedicated every resource we have available to discovering the cause of this problem. And you haven't worked it out? We think the machine may have worked. What? How can you say that when someone died? It is an incredibly complicated concept, but I will explain it to you. First, though, you have to do something for me. I have entered the code to unlock access to the rooms on the ground floor. I'm in the Tempest room. Come meet me here. But why? Why can't you tell me now? Lionel has disconnected. Reason? Signal lost. Lionel? Where'd you go? I guess I have no choice now. I have to go find you. Visitor has disconnected. Lionel Land. And I know this episode is running towards the end in time, but we're gonna make it go a bit longer. It's because we only have one left here, so we're skipping out of this and we are saving Troy this time. And even if we did turn on the water, the fire would just come the other way. So, onwards. And Troy is alive! The fire has been contained. Casualties, Lionel. So this is how it goes, is it? I don't know how much longer I can do this. What are you talking about? What were you saying before the chat cut out? And while we're at it, how do you know everything? And why did you light the fire? There's nothing I can do now. I may as well tell you what I know. Beginning scan, ground floor. First things first, the reason I lit the fire. I didn't. What? That makes no sense. I don't know who really did it. I did it though. I don't know who killed the security guards either. While we're at it, I have no idea what they do here at this company. You're full of crap. How'd you know all that stuff then? How'd you know the security code? No fire detected. You're probably not going to believe this. No, I know you're not going to believe this. I knew the security code because I heard you read it out. You know that makes no sense. You told me it before I ever read it. This time I did. This time? What the hell do you mean this time? I've been here before. I've been here 5 times before. The first time I was in my office doing my work when suddenly the fire alarms went off. I went on the chat to find out what was happening, and Lionel explained you would need a security code to save anyone. We all scrambled around looking for a blue file before you finally found one. That's when I found out the code. Then you had to make a decision. Steve died, Christina died, Lionel died. I was the only one left. I had to keep going. I found a room called the Tempest Entrance. I went inside and there was a bright light, and suddenly, well, you won't believe this bit. Suddenly I was back before the fire, sitting in my office. What? I don't know how, but I traveled through time. I was so glad to hear you all alive, but none of you remembered what had happened. You all thought I was insane. But just like this time, because I knew the code, you thought I could save everyone. So once again, Steve died, then Christina, then Lionel. I got to the end, back to the Tempest entrance, and it happened again, and again, and again. 5 times it's happened. That's a lot to take in. I'm not sure I believe you. If that's true, why did you say you were the arsonist? Because I just want to die. 5 times now, I watched them all just die so I can live. And for what? So I can go back and watch them die again? I wanted you to think I was evil. Who would save a murderer over an innocent life? Me, apparently. None of my plans to save the others have worked. Not one. I'm just tired. So now what? I've checked everywhere. All the doors are locked, just like the last time. I have no choice. I have to go back to the start. Wait, you don't have to. The fire's contained now. If you just wait there, someone will come and find you. No, I can't let the loop end. I can't let the loop end until someone else survives. I've been through too much. I'm ready to die. Whoever makes it out of this building should want to live. But if you go back, what happens to me? What happens to this world once you go? I have no idea. Does that mean there are no 5 worlds out there, in space or time or whatever, where you've just disappeared and everyone else is dead? When you put it like that, I guess you're right. But how is that possible? My guess is as good as yours. I'm outside the Tempest entrance now. This is it. I guess so. I'll see you again soon. Just, you won't see me. I still can't wrap my head around this at all. Goodbye. Goodbye. Troy has disconnected. Reason, signal lost. Visitor has disconnected. Alright, this is the Troy end as well. The end is near. The final timeline has appeared. And we're going for that in the next episode. I'm wrapping everything up in one final one, so I hope you'll join me for that adventure as well. And thanks for being in this one with me. Bye!